Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I am finally building the Lego Ideas Home Alone house. And when I tell you I've been waiting for this for a long time, yes, it's been a minute. I've been holding on to it since June. I was so excited to open the package. I'm going to be talking voiceover and then also through video. So let's go. I love when Lego does really cute instruction pamphlets. I know some people are more like digital and they go to the app. I love these. I know I'm a huge booklet person. I like to feel things in my hands. I think this is so cute. When I first opened it, I was like, yes, oh my gosh. You get all the intro stuff like you do for ideas. I love like the storytelling aspects, of course, too. This is how it originally looked before Lego kind of added their additional flares and stuff, and you get the creators information, etc., etc., etc. This is the back. Shout out to Kevin and Mom. And then I really love the stickers. Home Alone 2 is actually one of my favorite ones, so I love that we have some nods to that. Of course, Paris is where he should have ended up at some point. And then I love like the little details and stuff. I love Lego, so of course y'all know, obviously I'm in love with these things, but it's like the simple things like that. Like when I open a booklet and it's the freaking battle plan instead of it just being like the Home Alone house and like getting ready to open it. It's like, I don't know, I just love it. So the first bag starts off with building the bad guys, plumber truck, and I thought that was a genius move. I'm glad that was a part of the set. I think this set, when it comes to the amount of stuff you get, you already saw the pieces that I showed you in the beginning and everything like that. It actually ends up being really worth it. There's a lot of cool things that this set does as well, and I'm going to show you that as I'm building it, and I just really freaking love it. I actually don't mind stickers, but I know some people will complain about that aspect. With how much stuff is going on with the house alone, they could have went super lazy with the car, but they didn't. I love that the car has an opening in the back that I'm going to show you. I love that there's perfect seating for Marv, and I can never think of the other person's name, but for both the bad guys, I love the seating and everything, and I love that you can take the top off easily to put them in their placement. I have the Twilight Colon house, and one of the examples of that was we had like Jacob in his werewolf form, and that was a simpler build, and so I'm glad that they didn't skimp out when it comes to the truck or even the tree house that you're going to see later. It's very much worth it. I think the build also was super easy. Weirdly enough, I actually can't stand building like the base plates of like houses and stuff like that. I learned that when I built the Twilight house, and then when I built the Disney Castle this year. Those are my biggest sets, and then I built the Home Alone, not the Home Alone, sorry, the Hocus Pocus house. Not a fan of building the base. It's just so boring. There's no reveals, of course, and it's like, okay, let's go. But this one was actually kind of fun because there were some contraptions going on that I was very curious about. I am building the setup right now to like the Michael Jordan spinning and all that stuff like that. Like Kevin's set up for, the party, the fake party happening in Home Alone. And so having that was really cool to realize, oh snap, I'm like doing some cool stuff right now. I don't know, one day I would love to like make my own Lego set, but I don't know if I have a brain capacity and engineering capacity for that. But when I do things like this, it feels so cool. But this was bag 2. Moving on to bag 3, we're really getting into the nitty gritty, getting into level 1, etc., etc. And so I'm actually going to be quiet and just let you see what I'm building here and let the time lapse happen, and I'll hop in when I feel like I have something to say. Around here is where we start getting into the brick walls, and I don't know, there was just something really calming and peaceful about when I got to a brick wall section in the set, because I knew exactly, kind of like, not exactly, but like the vibe was supposed to be very simple, nothing confusing about building up a brick wall. I actually ended up missing a window piece that I did a replacement order request on, but luckily enough I was able to keep building and just kept replacing the window piece along the way until I didn't have a window piece to replace. But that's coming along the way, and I was able to finish the build. I'm still missing it as I'm talking to y'all about this, but like I said, you're gonna see that the build was able to look complete, at least without the window piece. I think that's the cool part about it, is when I got to the back end, the window piece was like, I could easily put that back on, when it's time. It wasn't dependent on the build staying stable, which was great. But yeah, we got the stairs here. We got Kevin, the sled. Actually, you can slide Kevin down the sled, and I'm pretty sure I have a video that I'm going to show you down the line with that cool aspect. Actually, it's coming right now. Brief intermission because you can slide down. Wait, see that again one more time. There's a button. Boop. Like, you can't tell me you can't play with Lego sets. Like, sorry. I was having such a blast with that alone. And that was literally like the first section of like the fun stuff really getting started. Might I add, Michael Jordan's not even up yet to officially turn him around. The living room's getting set up as we speak. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the Home Alone house, there's just like so many fun things. And I know some people look at, people who do Lego sets and they're adults and like, oh my gosh, you build Lego. Like, yes. Do you not understand how cool these sets are? Bag 7 is next. This is what we have done so far. Of course, we have the van. You can see this part's already turning, and whatever will turn here. And then one of my favorite parts I already showed you. Push the back, Kevin can slide down. I already know so far, this is like my favorite set, I think. Being only up to bag 7 and already being like, yep, this one made it for the year. That's how you know it was that good. Bag 7 out of 24 bags, and we're already set. Might I add, not even 100% finished with the first floor. First floor is still being built, and I'm already like, no, this is worth it. I talk about it and how I did a Lego recap or Lego wrapped. Go ahead and check it out, whether on my YouTube channel or on my TikTok. And I talk about how, hey, I really love the Disney Castle. The Disney Castle is actually my dream set. It's my set that I've wished for, and it looks so pretty. And you know what? Yes, it does. It's super pretty, super large. It's super extravagant. I freaking love it, right? But it did not make my number one because of the functionality, right? It's pretty. The best thing you got is Cinderella and Prince Charming, or you could do whatever princess and prince set you want, turning and dancing in the middle. That's really it. I love the fireworks though. I love how pretty, like literally, I love how pretty it is. I love the nods to the, Disney princess stories. But there's not a lot going on with it other than just like, ooh, it's gorgeous. Like, trust and believe. When I walk in my place and I just see it right there looking at me, I love it. But Home Alone wins for its functionality. It does so many cool things on top of it being pretty, on top of it being a good reference back to the original source. Quick view now that the first floor is officially done, just need the walls. On top of it being a super functional set, I love how it's a set that is modular basically, and you can open it up and still be able to look inside properly. The Hocus Pocus house does that a bit, but you can open up the back and you can open up the top, but there's still a lot that gets covered in the shadows. What I really love about this one is the Home Alone set, it opens up all the way. First floor, second floor, both levels open up on both sides. And on top of that, even the attic opens up. So it leaves no room for, hey, you built this really beautiful inside that you're not really going to be able to see. No, I'm going to be able to see it. Now, I will say there are some rooms that get covered up on the second floor, but that's just like them being in the back room. But like I love about Lego modular sets, specifically the Lego idea sets that they've had these past few years, is that, hey, I can take this next level off really cute, real simple, and you can see that other level that's being covered up. So the attic, I can take that off real quick. I can see the second floor. Same thing applies to like the Colin house. It's really easy to take off those levels really quickly to really just, if you want to switch your, your minifigs and stuff. Same thing for Hocus Pocus. In a sense, it opens up attic wise, and then the back area opens up. I wish a bigger part of the roof opened up so you could get a better solid view of what's inside. Bags 1 through 10 are done. I can open the, if I remember how do I, oh, there we go. Open the fronts. And then once again, twisty. And that happens at the same time. I'm gonna open this front. It happens at the same time. I think the chairs are so cute. And then there goes Kevin. Moving on to the second floor, I think that between the two floors, I would say I think I prefer the first floor. I think just because like it's literally the dining room and the living room. You can't really beat that. But Buzz's room has a cool part where, in the first movie, Home Alone, Kev knocks over the shelf. You can knock over the shelf. Like I said, continuous add-ons of so many functional parts of this set. And then I also love, I don't know, it's so funny when there's like a little bathroom in there. The Colin house had a bathroom. I remember my friends being like, what do they need a bathroom for? But of course we have the bathroom, we have the parents' room and stuff like that. So the second floor is solid. I don't know. I just really like the first floor with like the Christmassy kind of vibe. I think it's just based off the house alone. I just like the first floor of the house better than the second floor. Which I think we see the first floor more anyways. I don't know what you would say about that one. What I do love is we legit get multiple rooms. So when we're making these walls in between the bathroom and like the parents' room, like that's something that we don't always get. Sometimes we just see a general view versus like being able to be like, okay, the parents' room is hidden because that's literally the structure of the house that we're creating here, versus if you open the view, it's like, oh, technically the bathroom would have fit somewhere next to the parents' room, so you can be able to see everything. And it's like, no, give us what it's supposed to look like. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Let me know. I've tried to explain it as best as possible, but I love that it's like, okay, yes, the parents' room is hidden and we don't necessarily see it, but that's how it is meant to be, versus like, okay, do you want to just see everything in one go? Technically, that's not the structure of the house. So give me some realism. I like that very much. Also, I realized I didn't say this set. I want to say I didn't 100% track it as well as I could have. I actually was building this while I was not feeling well. So I was like, whatever I track is whatever I track, and how I track it is how I track it. And kind of my brain went off of what shows I was watching / which movies I was watching. Ended up watching Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2. I watched the rest of Severance that I was watching. So not related to Home Alone whatsoever. And then I also watched some other holiday movies. I would say this took me about 8 hours and some change, which is exactly what I thought it would. Based off of like how long everything was that I watched and kind of putting it together, I would definitely put it around like 8 hours or so. That makes sense for me. I built a Disney castle in about 12, so I knew it was going to be somewhere under there by a chunk of hours or so. So it being less than 4 makes sense. Also, I was moving a bit slower, like I said, because I was sick, but I just wanted to get in my bed and start building something. So 8 hours actually for how many pieces it was is a pretty solid move there for me. And it took me, I think I did it in about a 2-day streak. I'm one of those people who likes to get things done. I did not build it in the 24 days, 25 days of Christmas bags, 1 bag per day. Bags 1 through 16. Second floor.
So we're just checking the neighborhood to see if everyone's taking the proper precautions.
This right here.
Oh, yeah, well,
Pull that thing, everything falls down. And reset it. So with this build, it really felt like every bag, there was something new to discover. And as you can see, it's so pretty, and I'm not even finished. I haven't even done the attic. I haven't done the back of the house. I haven't done the tree house, and that was the coolest part. I can't wait to show you that. I literally kid in a candy shop. But I'm going to be quiet, let y'all see the rest of the time lapse. Once again, I'll hop in when I'm ready to say something, but this is me building the attic. Now, I'm not even going to hold you. I did have a hard time. You can see even the time lapse alone. Like, I don't know why the attic did not want to sit on top right. I thought I did something wrong for a second. I just had some struggles. Main house portion is done. It's so cute. Look, you lift it. The inside there. You close it. It's so cute. Turn it around. Let me see. Actually, I haven't tried. Okay, you can see Michael Jordan twirling in the back. That's the chimney. This is the back area. It's so cute. I love it so much. Next up, bag 21. So I ended up building bags 1 through 20 all in like one evening session, and then I went to sleep. I was like, girl, you got the house done. Like, go to sleep, get some rest. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll build the rest of this thing up, because that means that I literally 21, 22, 23, 24, I only have 4 bags left. So I was like, the house is done. I don't know. It's something about it, y'all, where I feel like I need something a little bit more complete for me before I can let it be and sit, even though it's perfectly safe in the comfort of my own home. I don't know what it is, but right now I am building the basement area, and then the second level of that will also be the kitchen. That's where we also get, oh my gosh, what's his name? I'm gonna lie. I know I am. Old Man Withers? That can't be it. What am I thinking? But yes, we get him. We get his shovel. We also get the furnace area. We get the laundry area, and then with the drop sock, of course. The kitchen area, I love it so much. Something as simple as the pizza being involved. Something as simple as having the fridge and being able to put some snacks up in the fridge. I don't know. I love things like that. Like, give me all the nods, right? And then fun fact, there's also a section in there where you can drop the iron on Marv, which, like I said, functionality. I'm building the treehouse here, I'm actually doing the lights to the front, period. Would have been the greatest bonus is if the lights actually lit up, if they actually use actual lights. But I know they have like light kits and stuff like that. Lego's not huge on that themselves, but I'm glad that there are external sources for that if I decide to do that in the future. My priority actually is my Disney castle for the lights, and then maybe if I'm feeling fancy. But once again, Lego's expensive already as is. Finished the tree. Pretty much everything's done. I'm just missing a window piece to the extra part of the house, the kitchen and stuff, so I can't finish it. I already did a piece replacement request. Look at this though. I freaking love this. There's Kevin, slides down to the tree. Yeah, if there's like less slack, then it works better. This is so cool. I think, yeah, this is my favorite set. No notes. Literally that's the fridge. You open it and there's food in there, or it fell out. The mac and cheese. I got the pizza, the actual pizza here. There's a trick here where you flip it and it falls out. And then we have here, this is one of my favorite parts too. Lift it, the light comes on as we see in the movie. Washer and dryer and such. Huge fan, no notes. Update, I've decided in the meantime to just let the window be empty, so I don't have the extra pieces lying around. The Home Alone house is officially done. Look at it, it's so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. So I've already shown you all the other pieces that I did in the beginning, what the inside of the house looks like. So I just want to show you the front, and then I showed you the back, but let me show you what that would normally look like. Where's Kevin? Oh my gosh. I connected the back for right now. I am missing a window, but I'll leave that alone. There's our homeboy. I literally just watched the movie last night and I cannot think of his name already. Kevin is up here prepping for his launch to go down to his tree. So I really love the set. It's so playful. It's so fun. Who says adults can't play with their Lego sets? Like, this is a perfect set to like play around with. I love it so much. That pretty much wraps up my build. If you're ever thinking about getting this set, I will say yes, it's one of my favorite sets I have. It is expensive, but it's very much worth it out of all the sets I do own. But happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and have an amazing 2026. Bye, y'all.